You so much, Richard. That was awesome. Triple plus cool. Thank you for being a part of Poetic License. I've got two signs. In case you couldn't read it on one, I have it on another one, because that's what you do when you go to a bookstore and try to share off everything about an open mic. But I thought I would close this evening by reading a few poems that appear in a issue collection book, a recent one from Down in the Dirt magazine. It is titled A Library of Collaboration, and I've got a Pixabay. I'm trying to show off images, but all I'm getting is a reflection on screens, but I'm trying to show it off. It's just a bunch of cool books. It's just a bunch of cool books. I'm trying to show it for every different camera, and it's not even working. But I was going to share 3 poems from this book that appear not only in this, but also in the book, The Universe is in Your Hands, because I have to show this off as much as I can. And they're all about different locations. I think they are about, when I look, Canada, Montana, and Waco, Texas. Ha ha. So I hope you enjoy these poems that are in both of these books. This first one, for Canada, is titled, Oof, the Perfect Rap. Driving past state lines, passporting country borders, I met you in Ontario. You drove me hours away, closer to Montreal, but out in the middle of nowhere, to a cabin your family owned yet sparsely used. I don't even know what water surrounded this cabin. If it was a pond or lake or river, I cannot even recall. But outside this wooded cabin, we ventured to the water, me with my 35mm camera in hand. While walking on the water, I slipped on a wet rock, and down I went, like broken branches cascading down. My only instinct was, save the camera. So up shot my arm as the rest of me twisted below. The injury wasn't that bad, but I was seeking relief when I felt I had a sprained ankle. Every time moving, I'd bemoan and moan, oof, until you said, you know, oof is French for egg. I tried to whine, egg, the next time I was in pain, but it didn't quite have the same kick. Driving back, I stopped at a McDonald's in London. After I ordered my meatless egg McMuffin with cheese, the Oof McMuffin wrapper was the perfect wrap to receive. I tried to keep this thing that said Oof McMuffin. I'm like, I really love this thing. It's just falling apart in my kitchen. This is for the state of Montana. Short one. It's titled Out in the Middle of Nowhere. Never been here before, driving across the United States on my own, scanning the rolling Montana roads. Right now, while driving my first car, Montana doesn't have a daytime speed limit. But then I read a notice that said that doesn't mean that you can speed per se, because cops can still pull you over if they think you're driving irresponsibly. I love ambiguity in the law. So, not seeing cars or cops for miles on this Montana Monday morning, I decide, why not floor it and responsibly speed? I don't know how many miles that speedometer went as high as it could, redlining over the 125-mile-per-hour mark in this medium red Saturn SL1, until I thought, well, that was something, I guess. So I dropped the car speed back down to 90 out in the middle of nowhere and went on my way. Short one. And my husband, who does race car driving, is on the other side of the coast. He's like, I was never in Montana in that time, so I couldn't. I'm like, well, it's just a thing. I don't know. You know, why not do it? But this last one is titled Like Nothing Ever Happened, The Universe is in Your Hands edit. And it comes with a little stat here that says in really tiny print, let me read it for you, former Baylor University Phi Delta Theta president and student Jacob Walter Anderson was arrested and charged with sexual assault in 2016. So there's your little stat before you hear this poem. like nothing ever happened. The universe is in your hand at it. A grand jury in Waco, Texas, found enough evidence in the case against a man indicted on 4 counts of sexual assault to send the case to trial. Now, usually when a grand jury sends a case to trial, that usually means there's enough evidence to convict. But I just heard on the news that instead he pled no contest to 1 charge of unlawful restraint in return for the dismissal of 4 charges of sexual assault. With this plea from this fraternity president rapist, who had nothing to offer the state in a plea deal, he gets a lower charge in exchange for counseling, a $400 fine, which is less than a fine for leaving a disabled car to get help, plus 3 years of probation. Added bonus, if he stays clean until probation's over, his record will be expunged. This means he wouldn't have to register as a sex offender. It would be like nothing ever happened. This woman was repeatedly raped, strangled, and left for dead face down in the dirt. She was brought to the hospital where they called the police. There's an enormous amount of evidence. A conviction is almost sure. 4 counts of sexual assault, and they treat it like nothing ever happened. Women, we think we've shattered the glass ceiling, but we still have to shatter the mentality that women are objects and rape is not a crime. We try to plead our case, but nothing ever happens. Maybe we women have to shatter more than ceilings, but also men's mentality. Maybe we should even shatter a few of your bones, the way you shatter our souls with every act of rape. And shattering your bones wouldn't even cross the line that these rapists cross with their misogyny and violence. Is that what we're left with? Is that what we have to do? Should we start to get down as low as you to start to try to even the score? If we're so equal, is it not our turn to exact our revenge? Done. Sorry, there's my angry, I get lots of applauses from you guys. You guys are triple plus awesome. So yeah, you have to, I worked as an acquaintance workshop facilitator for years. So yeah, and then I see these things and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. And so nothing ever changes. But now with you guys are, as I had said before, as some noted, triple plus awesome. And I want to give one thank you once again to our guest Zoom host, David. Thank you. And I hope everybody's gotten the link, because I think when that closes, we're going to lose the link. So yeah, I'm seeing thumbs up. So yeah, some have gotten it, which is good. I believe the next open mic is the first Sunday of January, which I think is the 5th. Methinks it's the 5th. And hopefully John McMullen will be well. I think he will be, but I'll be finding out as the season is coming along. Either way, David, I'd love you to be here, whether or not you're a Zoom host. You know, if you're able to, and if everybody could come around.
Good backup.
Yeah, well, but you're not a backup in my heart, Angel. But thank you. But thank you guys so very much. It's probably right around 5:30. I'm sure it is. So you guys are, if anybody has nothing else to report, we're all super plus good. And I look forward to seeing each one of you and even more next month. And I hope whatever holidays everyone celebrates, you have a wonderful holiday season for the rest of the year. Enjoy the winter solstice as it comes up, and every chance to be together and love and be around the ones you love. You guys are great. Thank you. And whenever, because he's the boss man for cutting it, I'm pointing this way at David, but he doesn't know that's my pointing to him. Oh. That's it. So if everybody is ready, he's the man that's in charge of cutting us. So once again, thank you all so very much. Thank you. You guys have a wonderful time, and I look forward to seeing you all really, really soon. Thank you.
Good night, everyone. Good night. Thank you, David.
Thank you. Thank you very much, David. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you.